your eyes now, but I know there's always a way. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything much smoother again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. The connections might be tangled, the power source has lost its spark, but every wire tells a story, and I can mend what's torn apart. From sunrise till dawn, I'll be here waiting. From sunrise till dawn, I'll never stop. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. When the current isn't flowing, when the signals disappear, I'll be here with tools and patience, make the static crystal clear. Every cable, every circuit, every problem that you bring, I'll restore what time has broken, make the whole world sing. So don't you worry about tomorrow, don't you stress about today. I've got maintenance for your troubles, and I'll chase them all away. I'll fix you up, make everything run smooth again. I'll fix you up, from sunrise till dawn, my friend. I'll fix you up, with these hands and heart so true. I'll fix you up, Daniel, I'll fix you up. Hey, Daniel, everything's good as new. Hey, Daniel, I'll fix you up for you.
Hello and welcome everybody. Hello Cynthia, how are you today? Yeah, the stuff that just goes on, it just amazes me how people could be so friggin' stupid. Especially on YouTube. Do you really think that intimidation and all that works with me? Do you actually think that intimidation works? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put this disclaimer out here right now before we get started. Stop following my channel. Stop stalking me. Because if you continue to stalk me, I will file proper charges with the police. And I will file an IC3 complaint against you. Stop stalking my channel. Stop harassing me. Because if it doesn't stop, I'm going to start filing police reports. I do know who you are, and I do have your information. So I will start doing that. So stop it. Stop stalking my channel. Stop harassing me. Because now after this, it becomes a police matter. And I will do it. And I will file an IC3 complaint against you because I know who you are. Yes, they are, Cynthia. They think that they're wrong. They think that they're right and I'm wrong. They think they're all high and mighty because they're big YouTube fucking channels. But they ain't shit to me. They need to stop and leave people alone. And mark my words, I do have your information. And I will be filing police reports. And I will be filing IC3 complaints against you for stalking and harassment I'm tired of it. I'm tired. These people will not leave me alone. They won't leave this channel alone. They still got to come and pick and try to little intimidation, which doesn't work with me. You're cyber stalking. You're cyber harassing. It's against the law. Don't you get that? When you come on here and stalk this channel, you're breaking the law. I don't want you here. You're not welcome here. So stop coming here. I'm not here for you. I'm here for the other subscribers to this channel. I've had to keep dealing with you. I might as well just quit doing it because I'm tired of it. They are blocked. They are blocked. You see, blocking them doesn't. All blocking does is like Spawn Trooper says, it blocks them from leaving comments and comments in the chat. It doesn't stop them from coming on the channel. Yes, I know who the 4 main perpetrators are. I've already filed a IC3 complaint against one of them for being a bully and being a stalking. And yes, you are breaking the law. If you're coming on this channel to harass me and harass the good people that are on this channel, it is against the law because you're not wanted here. It's hard for me to come on here every day and do this, knowing that they're going to come in here and use any part of it. And the funny thing is, they think that they're right, but they're not right. I'm going to refresh this. But if everybody thinks that I'm wrong, I'll stop doing this. Because this is too much on me. I'm coming on here, I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to do my show, my thing. But you ask Trin or anybody who actually watched that video. If you want, it's in the past live streams. If you go to the videos, past live streams, it's the one that said late night where the channel was attacked. Yes, I did. That's really sad. But he suffered from Alzheimer's. Hey, Gail. So this is a message to the stalkers. Okay, stop stalking. Stop harassing me. Because if it continues, I will be filing police reports and getting case numbers, and I will be filing IC3 complaints, and I also will be talking to an attorney. Because you don't have the right to come on here and do that. Nobody on this channel goes to your channel or watches your channels anymore. Why do you keep coming here? You think I'm going to be an easy target? You're wrong. I'm tired of being a target. I'm tired of being a target. Somebody just did something that I didn't watch my back. Ha! All right. On last night at 31:29, Luthman brags about his motion for Jeremy Hales to post a $5 million bond under Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act, Section 501.2113. What? You gotta be kidding me. You know what? I'll just make it plain and easy for them. I'll keep the channel up and I'll keep putting content on the channel. But as far as doing live streams. I'm not going to keep doing this. If they're going to keep coming in here and harassing me, I don't want you here on my channel. You're not welcome here. Stop coming here. Let me do my thing. You just add to the fucking bullshit in my daily life. You stress me out because you keep coming in here and starting this shit. My suggestion is to you right now, leave. Leave now while you have a chance. I don't know. Since it's not visible, I see there's 5 people in here, but there's only 2 people talking besides myself. What the hell? Luthman bragging about... Okay, again, I want to see it. I want proof. Okay, David. I want to see proof right now. I want to see proof that Jeremy has done anything that falls under the deceptive practices in Florida. I want to see proof right now. Anybody has proof out there that Jeremy has committed any kind of crime under the deception. I want to see proof that Jeremy did these things. I want to see proof that Jeremy deceived people under the Fair Trade Act or whatever it was. I'm serious. I saw a post earlier. Lisa actually denied filing that stuff for Ray. It said it wasn't her, even though it was mail from the villages in Florida. That's true, Gail. That's true. I won't say nothing more about it. But I'm going to say that she really screwed up. Because when she filed that thing for Ray, for the motion to extension of time, it was filed from the villages in Florida. It wasn't filed from his home. And I think Megan and them brought that up last night. I think Megan and Tug brought that up last night. Uh, 1934. Buffalo, New York, 1934. The Waldorf lunch, the 1930s. Look at those, I love those old cars. No, just as long as you're behaving yourself on here, that's fine. I love your avatar. I love your avatar. I'm from Buffalo, David. I'm from Buffalo, New York. The blizzard of 1977 wasn't the main thing. It wasn't the amount of snow that fell during that blizzard. It was the hurricane force winds blowing that snow that caused all the major problems back then. Yes, it was good. That was good. That was good. Yeah, I'm from Buffalo. I was born and raised there. I stayed there until my mother passed away in 1988, and I moved to Alabama with my dad because my dad was. I wasn't 19, so my dad was still responsible for me. Hmm. Yep. You know where you know where the airport is, right? You know where Buffalo International is. You know where Arrow Drive is. Harkness Vocational Center. Harkness Vocational Center on Arrow 99 Arrow Drive. I my junior and senior year, I went to Harkness and took printing. So my junior and senior year of high school, I took printing at Harkness. But I think they kind of cut that all out now. I think they changed. I think they changed the name of it now. Yeah, I went to Sweet Home High School from 1983 to 1987. I graduated in '87. So I'm not a dummy. I mean, I went to Harkness and took printing for 2 years, my junior and senior year. And then when I got into Turner Job Corps Center back in 1990, I took printing then. So I took printing when I was also into Turner Job Corps Center because Turner offered more options than what we learned in. And I did good in Job Corps. When I took it in Harkness, I wasn't all that good. Yes, please. But that must have been cool. Look at the old cars. That's pretty cool. Aww. Aww, what a cutie. What a cutie. Aww. I'd love to own a house. I just can't afford it. Hmm. That's funny. In a way, that's kind of funny because I just started changing the way I eat. I was almost 280 pounds back 10, 15 years, 10 or so years ago. Now I weigh 196 pounds. And it's from watching what I eat every day. I apologize to people like Justa and all of them. But when you have people, I'm changing the topic again. When you have people that come to our chat and then try to use what I say against me, it pisses me off. I don't bother with their channel. I hear about it through third party, and it makes me mad because I'm hearing this through a third party person that they're saying this about us. At least I'm coming on here and being honest and doing what I want to do. So I apologize. Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad. Yes, Gail. Because when I lost the weight, when I got slimmed down to between 190 and 200, my blood pressure got better, and my blood A1C got better, my diabetes got better. I love hearing when I go to the doctor, and he said, when I went to the doctor at the beginning of this month, he said that my heart sounded good. My A1C was at 5.2. My cholesterol was good. My heart rate was good. My blood pressure was good. I think the only thing that stresses me out is this. But yeah, that's really sad about Ozzy. Hmm. That does look good. That does look good. David, if you're still here, David, if you're still here, I wonder if these people use Salon's hot dogs. I'm just wondering if these people in Niagara Falls, this restaurant uses Salon's hot dogs. Those are the best. When you charbroil one of those Salon's hot dogs, they're delicious. Yeah, I love them too. Ted's hot dogs is the best. I miss. That's the only thing I miss about Buffalo, New York. Ted's hot dogs. Those charbroiled hot dogs with the French fries. Oh my God, they were so good. I miss it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I did do this, David. Okay, I was explaining that to one of my neighbors. I had one of those smartphones back in the day. I had a smartphone back in the day. So I told it to look up Ted's charbroiled hot dogs. Well, the freaking phone come back with Ted's charbroiled hedgehogs. And I'm sitting there, I could not stop laughing. But if you're in the Buffalo, New York area and you get a chance to stop at Ted's charbroiled hot dogs, it's a charbroiled foot long Salmon's hot dog with French fries. I don't think they use curly fries anymore. Back in the day, they had curly fries, and it was absolutely delicious. They're absolutely delicious. I wish I could get Salmon's hot dogs here because they're just delicious. Yeah, I do too, Cynthia. I do too. I rather cook. You know what? I rather cook chicken on a grill than actually. Oh, they still do have them fries. I thought they. I thought they were still they were advertising you were having regular fries. Those are the best fries, right there. Get you a couple. I'm going to tell you something. Get you a couple of Silence footlong hot dogs and an order of fries. It's the most delicious thing. I still love them fries too. Oh, they were so good. I don't know, Cynthia. I mean, Gail. Well, I miss two things about Buffalo. One, I miss some of my friends, and then I miss Ted's hot dogs. Oh, and then if you ever had Anderson's frozen custard, It's really, really good. It's Niagara Falls Boulevard, and on the Amherst side, and there's a Ted's Hot Dogs, and then next door is a Anderson's frozen custard, and that frozen custard was delicious. Me, I prefer Dairy Queen, but I'll eat frozen custard like that. It was really good. It was really, really good. Oh, it is good. I miss the old days. Unfortunately, that one restaurant that was on the boulevard on the Tonawanda side, they went out of business and it became a Dunkin' Donuts. So I don't. It used to be Sammy's Drive-In on in Tonawanda, but I guess the guy retired or something. I know I heard him say he was going to retire back in the 19 back in the late 90s, in the mid 80s. But he had good food too. He had good greasy hamburgers. Oh my God. He actually had a jukebox in the place. It was really cool. Yeah, that's really sad. I was never into Black Sabbath. Is he was with Black Sabbath? I was never into that hard rock music. I was never into the hard rock music, but I do listen to ACDC because I like ACDC's music. I don't think I ever got into Black Sabbath and Metallica and all that heavy metal. But that's sad. Well, the next time I'm ever up that way again, I might one day save up my money and visit a friend of mine who lives up there. I know she still lives in Amherst, or her address is still Amherst. Yeah, he got to do one more last performance before he. There used to be a thing on TV of him and Sharon. Uh oh. I wonder what Jerry's up to. Yep, what she said, what Karen said. Just I heard about Ozzy, passing of a legend. Did Ozzy? I know Ozzy. I thought Ozzy and Sharon had a show on TV. What's that other performer? With Kiss. Oh, what's his name? Didn't he have one too? Didn't he have a TV show too? It is sad. We're losing way too many people in this world. I agree with that. The Prince of Darkness has taken his final bow. Thank you for the music, the madness, and the magic. Rest easy, Ozzy. Aww. What? Aww. Yeah, they did. I know Sharon and Ozzy had a show. What that? What I think that other guy did too. The guy from Kiss did too. I think for a little bit. Yeah, I remember that. But didn't that other guy? Who's that guy with Kiss? I can't think of his name. I thought he had one too. It was a show about him too. Oh, what a cutie! Oh, she hasn't changed all that much. I wonder why she changed her name. Family Dollar. Half the time you go. Half the time. Yeah, Gene Simmons. I think didn't Gene Simmons have one too? Yeah, every time I go to the Family Dollar here, they're closed. They close early. Well, I went to go get cigarettes today. There was hardly anybody in Dollar General's parking lot. But now, if I go after I get off of this live stream, there'll probably be 9 million people in the store. Oh, I love animals. I love animals. I will never be over the hill. I'm too damn tired. Yeah, you know what? That is the truth right there. That is true. I'm too old to climb that hill. I haven't watched it in a while, so I've kind of forgot. Oh, Judge Snyder, Bo Duke, D.D. Snyder. So he's going on tour. Judge Snyder's going on tour. I have no idea what. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't pay attention to the news very much, so I really don't know what to say about that. Lou Ferrigno. He looks the same, but he got. I didn't know this. So that's how we got started. I don't know if I want to read that. That's a lot of stuff about the Incredible Hulk and how the TV show. 82, 5 seasons and 82 episodes of the original Incredible Hulk. Yeah, I gotta stop playing with ChatGPT. I gotta stop playing with ChatGPT. I definitely gotta stop playing with ChatGPT. I guess that's me as an elf. I think it's funny. I actually think it's pretty funny. That is what is good about having your own show. You can read or not read whatever you want. Yeah, it was just too long. It was just too long. It was just how Kenneth Johnson made the Hulk up, and it was about um, Bill Bixby's performance in that TV show. 82 episodes, 5 seasons, plus there was a couple movies along with that. Yeah, I gotta stop playing with ChatGPT. Waiting for the Flea's chat supporters to stand up to her and call her out for hypocrisy. Oh, that'll never happen. You know that will never happen. You know that will never happen. Actually, call them out for hypocrisy. We all know what kind of people that YouTube channel is, and now she's on Rumble. But there was something interesting. If you look at her YouTube live stream and the one that was done on Rumble, there's some time missing. There's parts of that one in the YouTube missing. Yes, they do, Gail. And the sad part of it is they believe that shit. That's the sad part of it. They actually believe the crap that comes out of their mouth. Ozzy Osbourne, a legend. Uh-oh. So this is Fed 2 updates. Judge response to Ray .99 and .100 who Robbie got served. Okay. So that's a docket. Summons returned executed by Elephant Shoe LLC. Robert J. Kelsey served on 7/15/2025. Answer due by 8/5/2025. Shockett Randall. So let's go through that. Referred to the magistrate, Judge Bolitho, on July 22nd, 2025. Type of motion, request for extension of time. filed by defendant Bonebreak on 7/21/2025, docket 98. Upon consideration of the foregoing, it is ordered on this 22nd day of July 2025, defendant Raymond Raymond Bonebreak has moved for a 30-day extension to respond to Second Amendment complaint, doc 98. This motion states that the plaintiffs have no opposition. Accordingly, defendant Bonebreak's motion 98 is granted due to the extent that his response to plaintiff's Second Amendment complaint, docket 76, is due within 30 days from date. Oh, so it was granted. I can't read what that footnote is. It's apparent from the motion that defendant Bonebreak conferred with plaintiff's counsel before filing this motion, doc 98 at 1, CND, Florida, okay. In future motions, however, defendant Bonebreak must include a certificate of conferral under a separate heading. Affidavit of process server. Jeremy Bryan Hales versus Robert J. Kelsey. Kelsey. So he was actually served. Robbie, you a fucking coward. What a fucking coward you are, Robbie. And then you're going to cry and call the police because somebody served you. You're the one that wanted to get into this shit. You want to stick your fucking feet into this. And then you're going to try and dodge. You know better than the fleas. You know better than damn fleas. And you know what, Robbie? Why don't you get off your? Why don't you go back on some of your videos and go back on some of Lisa's crap? How many times you defamed Jeremy on their live stream? You say you didn't say nothing, you didn't defame him. Bullshit. I heard it. The whole planet heard it, including Jeremy. That's why you're being sued. That's why you're being sued, idiot. I don't think so. I think Tug and Megan or Shizzy said something that it wasn't going to go on because it might, but it might not. I know the Fed 1 is stayed because she got that bankruptcy, which I think is a pile of bullshit. I think that whole thing is just a bunch of bullshit. I might be wrong, but I think that bankruptcy thing is bullshit. It's just an excuse. It's just an excuse to get out of what she did. Oh, I used to hate that damn game. You know, I wished it was too. I wish it would be the beginning to the end. If these people want to keep, if I was Randy and these people want to keep up the bullshit of delaying the court, if I was Randy, I would just file a default judgment against them. because they have no intention of doing what they say that they're going to do. All they're doing is holding up the court case more and more and more and more and more. And I think it should be up to the court, and I think it should be up to Randy that the default judgment should be put against Lisa and Robbie and all the rest of them because they're not going to do what's right. I know. Minesweeper. I hated that game. The original Microsoft Windows. I don't even remember when Microsoft Windows stopped putting Minesweeper with it. That was a long time ago. I remember trying to play Minesweeper and I kept getting blown up. That's a pretty girl. Married. Shipments of radioactive waste in Lewiston that is left over from the Manhattan Project are being sent to Texas. Officials confirmed to WIVB News 4 on Tuesday. Hmm. Okay, if I remember correctly, the only TV stations when I was growing up in Buffalo, New York, and if that guy's still here, he can confirm it, with WKBW, WGRZ, WIVB, and I forgot what the name of the PBS station was. Those were the only four TV stations in Buffalo, New York back in the 70s and the 80s. Unless you had cable, and then you had a few other channels. Boy, times have changed. Times have changed. Now you get over 200 channels or more with cable. I just can't afford it since I don't watch TV all that much. I just saw Flea's thumbnail for today. Another 5 hours of screaming about poor lips is just a victim of JH. Flea taking on another PR client. I love giving people mental health advice when I should be in a lunatic asylum myself. Yep. Yep. I don't even know what state. I know the WKBW is the ABC station. I think WIBB is the CBS, and then WGRZ is the NBC station. And I forgot what the PBS station was a long time ago. I mean, that's been a long time. I haven't been up in Buffalo, New York area for over 30 years, so I don't know. I can't either. I just can't. When I turned it on the other night and she was going off about Jeremy, my blood pressure was rising. So I had to immediately get out of it. Yeah, that's really sad about Ozzy. Hmm. Smoking or an oxygen machine issue may have sparked a deadly fire at Gabriel House Assisted Living Facility in Fall River, Massachusetts, a state fire marshal said. And that's not far from Dartmouth, Massachusetts, where Steve Lab is. Everybody left me. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna keep going on. Uh, if EMS was here, I'd have to ask a question. Animals in need don't ask for much, just a chance to be loved. Rescues remind us that kindness really means like what kindness really means, like this post. If you believe every animal deserves a safe place and a loving home, your support saves life. Yes. Yes. National Weather Service in Birmingham, Alabama, which isn't in Birmingham, Alabama. The National Weather Service office is in Calera, Alabama, at the Shelby County Airport. That's where the big Doppler radar is. And let's see, the frequency for our area is 162,550, which is KIH 58, 50 something. The National Weather Service office is in Birmingham. It's not technically in Birmingham. But we're under a heat advisory. It is hot out there. Holy shit. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't let my children dress up like that. Scottsboro Pigs, Roselle. DeKalb County, Jackson and DeKalb. It seems like the Catholic Charities in Buffalo, New York have been losing a lot of money lately. I mean, I keep reading posts. I keep reading posts online that they're going to have to close some of the Catholic schools because there's just no money to keep them in operation. Reese's cups. I got some Reese's cups in the refrigerator. That's sad. Now that's sad. A young mother is in critical condition after being shot in Fairhope, Alabama, Saturday evening by someone who family members described as an obsessed co-worker. Alabama man's workplace obsession leaves a young mother in critical condition. That's really sad. And what in the hell has this world come to? I mean, I have to ask that question every time I come on here and I see posts like that. What in the hell has this world come to? Are we all a bunch of fucking crazies out there? Is this world gone crazy? Or is it just a generation thing? I think it's just a generation thing. What a cute kitty cat. Aww. And then her kittens. Aww. Huh. When I get bored, I call the Best Western hotels, and they say, and when they say Best Western, I say high noon with Gary Cooper and hang up. Oh man, oh that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Call Best Western. We say Best Western. He said high noon. Ah, a great big mural and the Walk of Fame mentioned in Covington, Georgia. So be a part of this great town's history. It says John Schneider, Bo Duke, the Dukes of Hazzard. Population growth and the climate crisis and relentless over extraction have depleted groundwater levels. Hmm. Yeah, we already saw that. Orange Fishburne. I like him. He's okay. Let's see. This morning I cracked an egg and pantyhose fell out. If you get this joke, you're definitely old. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember when pantyhose used to come in eggs. That was a long, long time ago, though. Geez, I am old. I guess I am old. All right, yeah. So you're standing on truth, huh? That's what coming. So you're standing on truth, huh? That's rich coming from someone who posted a plea for 30K, then 5K, and wanted another personal loan while claiming bankruptcy. If they did everything and you have all the lumber, why don't you claim that then, as well as all that was spent and given to you? And what's with the begging for an RV? Oh, wait, you said you're living in a shed. The bar needs over 30K in work, and it'll take over a year, and you got nowhere else to live. Interesting. Did you claim the darn damage on your insurance for the repo camper with the flood damage and black mold? And what about when you ran the head flea down with your bus and said never got a penny from that? Did you go through the donor and get turned down, or did their threats shut you up? So, what truth will you stand on? You were lying recently, or you were lying about the lumber and supplies? The RV and everything else we know have been proven. All you do is lie, or gave loan company the RV back thinking you could outsmart the flea because you just wanted a fancy tour bus or a school on wheels. Because you said the child needs a school, but that wasn't what the additional use of the tent used for the Grand Xmas that cost thousands of dollars supposedly to be used for. As you thought you can get so you and HG go find crystals in mines with. Or did the tossing you overboard reality and all they have on you make you fall back into formation, asking this for a friend? That's interesting. But if you're not really, if you're not really following the what the hails thing, it's kind of hard to. I mean, all I can say is if you want to see what actually transpired with Jeremy and Michelle and John, the best thing to do is go to the What the Hails YouTube channel and go to the. I believe there is an Otter Creek playlist. If you go to the Otter Creek playlist, that's everything. That's all I can say. If you're trying to follow it, because it's kind of hard to follow because it gets ridiculous more and more and more all the time with them people. Let's see. She definitely saved her mom's life. A Texas mother is in the hospital after she was attacked by two dogs. The person credited for her rescue is her 6-year-old daughter, Lily. Yeah, because she called the fire department. 6-year-old girl locks herself in the bathroom, calls 911 as her mom is attacked by dogs. Oh, here we go again with that TV footage recently resurfaced about Donald Trump's ties to Jeffrey Epstein, showing footage from a 1992 party where the cheerleaders from the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins were present at Trump's Florida club and estate. That was back in the 90s. Oh, and by the way, go Bills. My opinion is if Kansas, I'm gonna before I continue. My opinion is if Kansas City wouldn't have cheated, Buffalo would have won that game. They would have been in the Super Bowl last year. They would have been in the Super Bowl. I think that Josh Allen is going to do. And I think that Josh Allen is doing a wonderful job with the Bills. And I've seen pictures of the new Stadium. It's huge. Jim Kelly was a good quarterback too. I was around when Jim Kelly played for. I'm always going to be a Bills fan. I'm always going to be a Sabres fan. That says fuck the anti-ecosystem. Loose lips sing cruise ship. Just remember that cruise ship they were going to go on has already been sunk. No more money to scam. Animals can get sunburned too. Yes. That's something that's. Niagara Falls is getting a fresh coat of care this week, thanks to a first of its kind neighborhood revitalization effort led by Niagara Area Habitat for Humanity. Rock the block. Here's today's question. Did you enjoy the crisp, cool morning? Take a look at Tuesday mornings. That's unusual for. I don't know if that's unusual temperatures for Buffalo, New York in July, being so cool. I don't know if that actually follows. I know that the humidity isn't so bad there than it is here. The humidity here would kill you. The humidity here would knock your ass down and drag you. And I hate having to go to the store, have to walk to the store after I get done doing this. I didn't know that. Me TV. Jimmy Hunt, a child actor from Invaders from Mars. Hmm. There you go. Go Bills. The Bills make it official. They will be wearing the red helmets for Week 18 game against the Jets to celebrate the final regular season game at Highmark Stadium. Go Bills. Oh, that looks good. Oh. Summer soaker at Southside. I don't think the stadium. I think the stadium's supposed to open next year. I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything about it. I think the new Stadium is supposed to be open up next year. So this would be the final season at the old Highmark Stadium, which my cousin lives near Highmark, the old Highmark, or used to be Richfield. I do miss Buffalo a little bit, but not too much. Thank God that I still have friends that I keep in contact with up there. Lonely. She's so lonely. She has nobody. They all jump ship. That's funny. And I haven't been up there. I just read about it. I just read about it. How do you say their name? Pegula? Pegula? I know that Terry and her husband. I don't think the people who own the Buffalo Bills are about this. About this, I saw an article or a posting. I can't remember when it was that Elon Musk was trying to buy the Buffalo Bills. I don't think so. I don't think it. I don't think that they would actually sell that. I don't think that they would sell the Buffalo Bills. I would hope that they don't. I hope they don't. I thought this one was funny. If I can find it. Oh, that's funny. I gotta stop playing with Jet GPT. That's too funny. I'm gonna have to put up with the humidity for a few minutes. It's cold in here. Holy shit, it's cold in here. Yeah, Terry. Yeah, and the daughter is a tennis star. Is a tennis player. Oh, I had to turn that AC off. It's cold in here. Jeez. Yeah, she is good. Um, Whoops, I removed the wrong thing. Hold on. No, I didn't. I'm still good. I'm still good. Yeah, right. Can they show that on Facebook? Can they show that on Facebook? That's wrong. Now that's sad. A baby was found alone in a car Friday night in Palm Coast, Florida, and the sheriff's office says the parents left the infant while they went to get drinks at a nearby bar. Oh, I can't think of the name of that place. It was in that cobblestone, that place that burned down downtown. It was an historic building. That was really sad when I heard about that. But can they actually show that shit on Facebook? Her titties like that on Facebook? I would think that'd be in violation of the terms of service. I mean, she had nice titties. Hey, Moose Lady, did you get your computer fixed? Did you get your computer fixed or did you get a new one? I'm just wondering. Like I said, most of the time you can. I don't know what office supply stores they have out by your way, but sometimes places like Staples. I mean, you can go on Amazon and you can find a good deal on a laptop computer. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great, Moose Lady. That's great. That's great. That's great to hear. I'm glad to see you. Because everybody's been wondering about you. Everybody's been asking about you, and I said I don't know. Her computer died. Is all I heard. Let me ask a question. Is that 716 restaurant still in business? Because I noticed a lot of places are going out of business. I need to go back up there. It's just a matter of having funds to travel. If I had the funds to travel, I would travel. I would go back up there and just spend a week, you know, talking with my friends and reminiscing about the old days. And it just, I never forget. It's like I said in one of my live streams before. I never forget that I'm from Buffalo, New York. Even though I live in Alabama, I still never forget that I was born there and I was raised there. And my generation and the generations of the people. I mean, look at the history of Buffalo, Dingus Day, and all the celebrations that they have with the multicultures. Because Buffalonians are proud people. People who are from Buffalo are proud people. I never forget my upbringing. Never. I will never forget my upbringing. I'm proud to be from Buffalo, New York, and there's a lot of reasons why. Oh no. uh, when I was a child, I used to enjoy making sandcastles with my grandfather. Oh, that sounds real nice. Yeah, until my mother made me put the urn back on the mantle. That's funny. That's really funny. Oh, that's funny. That's really fun. That was really funny. But see, I never forget where I come from. I think I ever forget where I come from. I remember my mom and my dad used to buy some of my clothes at Riverside Men's Shop. I actually had a suit that was custom made for me at Riverside Men's Shop. Unfortunately, that company has gone out of business, I think. And they tore the building down. Then, if you let him get a General Lee, he won't have the money for Coldplay tickets. I rather had the General Lee. My wallet is like an onion. When I open it, it makes me cry. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is sad news that Ozzy passed away, Miss Lady. He was a legend. Oh, I can't think of the name of that. Ghostman's. Grossman's. There used to be a home improvement place in Buffalo, New York. It used to be called Grossman's. It was the same thing as like Home Depot. I remember buying a lot of stuff from them. And then they had consumer beverages where you could buy beer and stuff like that real cheap. Because my uncle used to shop there all the time. Yeah, I do too. Oh, I'm sitting here so hungry. I'm getting stiff. Yeah, I think consumer beverages is still there. In fact, I know it's still there because I looked it up one time. Um, back in the day, back in the day, everybody, when I lived in Buffalo, when I was old enough, at one time I used to drink Labatt's Blue beer, and for some reason, I stopped drinking it and started drinking Genesee Cream Ale. I know what you're talking about, David. Nobody else does, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, a long time. I used to drink. I drank what it was on sale, but most of the time I drank Genesee Cream Ale. Oh, Jeremy found hidden money in, or it could be clickbait. Yeah, my uncle used to shop there all the time. He'd buy a pallet full of damn beer. I walked into his I walked into his garage one day when my mother was taking. I got off of work and had to go back to work. And I walked into his garage because I loved that. He had a 1987 Ford Crown Victoria, LTD Crown Victoria, gray. And I walked into his garage, and there was a pallet sitting on the floor with cases and cases and cases of beer. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what in the hell? Let me look up something really quick to see if this company is still in business. Nope, I didn't mean. I think that company went out of business. I think that company went out of business. Yep. It became West Hereford. Used to be Muck Motors and it used to be Muck Motors in Guestville, New York, and then it became West Her Motors in Guestville. Mussolini, if you want to come on for the last few minutes, I mean, if you want to come on and talk for a little bit, let me know and I'll shoot you. I'll shoot it to you in Discord. Yeah, that's true. I don't know how people can fake their feelings. I can't even fake a hello to someone I don't like. Yeah, that's true. He's 100 years old. Dick Van Dyke is 100 years old. Dick Van Dyke is over 100 years old. I think the first time I ever watched Dick Van Dyke was the first time I ever watched Dick Van Dyke was in the movie Mary Poppins, the original Mary Poppins. I liked him in Diagnosis Murder. I like that show. I still like that show. Why does it not surround? Because an MRI machine is just a big magnet. But he shouldn't have gone in there with a big nut. He shouldn't have gone around there and I don't get that. Why would you wear a big chain to go to an MRI when an MRI is just a big magnet? That doesn't make sense. He should have known better. He should have removed it. Yeah, I remember the Dick Van Dyke Show still comes on TV. It comes on at, I think it comes on at 10 o'clock at night on Sundays on MeTV. You should have known better. Aww. The Godfather of heavy metal. I think. Well, I'd appreciate it if you would stop greeting the patients with "Welcome to the crack house." But he should have known better. I mean, he knew that he was going to be in the room with it. They should have told him you need to remove the chain from around his neck. I like that. Quit referring to the welcome to the crack house. Here we go. Lisa and your colonies, here's what Florida says about service. If you knowingly evade being served with illegal documents in Florida, it can lead to several negative consequences, even if you successfully avoid physically receiving the papers initially. You don't stop the legal proceedings. The legal process will continue, and the court may allow alternate methods of service to ensure you are legally notified. This includes substituted service. I guess they don't realize that. Aww. I don't get. A subpoena is a court issued document. If you are subpoenaed to come to court, you have to abide by that subpoena. If you dodge it, like the two fleas and Robbie and all the rest of them, you are breaking the law. Don't they get that part of it? What part of you breaking the law don't you understand, Lisa? Or you think you're that damn smart that you can just do stuff like that and think you can, it's not going to have consequences. Not going to a deposition, which is a court ordered thing, is violating the law. What a cute kitten. Aww. Oh hell, this was in North Dakota Sunday evening. A hailstorm or a snowstorm? What the hell? You've got to be kidding me. Yep, go Bills. The iconic red helmets. They used to be white. They have a white one and a blue one. It actually looks good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if that was snow or it was hail. It, take it easy, David, and I'll be here tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. It's hump day. And thank you for your subscription. Your subscription means a lot to me. I don't think so either, Gail. I don't think anybody is holding him responsible. And I think that they should be held responsible. It's like I said, I got drunk in public. I was underage. I spent the weekend in jail. I went before a judge. I pleaded no contest. I got community service hours. I did my community service hours. I guarantee you, I never got drunk in public again. But I stood, I took responsible, I took the responsibility of my actions back then. These people think it's a joke, dodging being served, dodging depositions. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Just look at Flea's chat. Apparently, Flea is out rescuing Gabby. A quote for bailing him out of jail? Just saying. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God, I don't even know who this person, a TikTok. Papa Jake Larson. He was 102. Oh my goodness. I just found out my father was a mime. You just found that out? Yes, he never spoke about it. Oh man, what a big ass fish. He caught that by hand? Jeez, it's a big old fish. Jeez. Oh boy, here we go. What in the hell is going on with this generation? An arrest has been made in the murders of 4 people found dead in a Talladega home earlier this month. That's a 352 cab over. What in the hell is going on with people? Have we all gone freaking crazy that we have to kill each other? I don't get it. If there's anybody knows, anybody gets it, please let me know because I don't get it. I definitely don't get it. The joke that just turned the lights out on the alphabet. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark. Oh, that's funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark. Over on the Cosby Show, the adult male twins played his son Nelson. I didn't know that. Yeah, eastern half of Alabama is getting rain. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was in Smallville. He played Clark's dad. Phone calls will be free in New York prisons starting August 1st. Well, I don't even know what to say about that. Who's footing the bill for it? The prisoners get phone calls. Can they receive phone calls? Is that make phone calls? To receive free phone calls. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about that one. A Ford SUV being driven by a 37-year-old man from Cheektowaga was heading south on Kensington Avenue when the vehicle crossed the northbound lanes and struck a pole and tree on the east side of the street. Money is adding up, Lisa. Not sending out orders. Kendra, Lisa, Robbie, after months. Those people should be refunded, period. No one should be waiting 7+ months after spending $100. It's not Terry's fault that Kendra's garage is a mess. Refund these people. That's another scam. Yeah, but it's like I said, I haven't been in New York for years. I would visit New York, but I wouldn't stay there. I'd come back. I'd be on the first flight back. So now they're not sending out orders. Don't keep thinking. What I don't get is how come these people don't. You know what? I don't know if I can even comment on that. But if people are placing orders for those rocks, refund them their damn money if you're not going to ship it out. If you keep the money or spend that money, you're a scammer. Okay, Gail. Okay, I'm almost done anyway. I'm getting close to being done anyway. I'm going to read through a couple more of these. Okay, now here's a good one. You notice that Lisa never stated the truth about Megan and Tug's lives last night. Investigating the grifting done by Michelle, Lisa seems to think that Megan has nothing to do. She's making up content. Megan had the receipts. Yes. See, that's the thing about Megan and Tug. They're not going to come on the air to make up content like they've been accused of. They have the receipts. They do the research. Megan and Tug do the research. They're not going to come on air and put stuff out that it's not the truth. They're not going to come out and say this. They do their. In other words, Lisa's accusing them of making up content, but the thing is, Michelle and Megan and Tug brought up the truth and the receipts of what Michelle is actually doing. Special Nate kitten. Oh, what a cute little kitten. Oh, what a cute little darling. Trust me, bro, the cable's right there. Yeah, until you hit it. These paws are made for walking. Look at the fucking paws on that cat. Damn. You cute kitty cat. Look at the freaking paws on that cat. Ooh. Aw, good boy. Ozzy Osbourne. A homicide investigation started in North Birmingham on Tuesday afternoon. Why does it not surprise me? Yeah. I agree with that. Stop victimizing people then playing the victim. Stop bullying people then calling them the bully for calling you out for being a hateful bully. Stop being a horrible flea. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm in total agreement with that. See, you call Jeremy a bully and cyber stalker and cyber harasser and all this bullshit. And then when everybody calls your ass out, Lisa, you're the victim. Just like lips, you're a victim. I agree with that. Stop playing the victim. You're the one that's a cyber bully. You're the one that's a bully. You're the one that's been going on for 10 months now with a personal attack of everybody that's on the what the hell side. I started jogging today. I didn't want to, but the ice cream truck wouldn't stop. That's funny. Oh, that's cool. September 30th, 1960, The Flintstones was the first animated sitcom created by Hanna-Barbera. Premieres on ABC in the United States. Under new, under the new GOP law, adults aged 55 to 64 and those with children over the age of 14 must work at least 20 hours a week or 80 hours a month to continue receiving food benefits. She's a pretty girl. Congratulations, Ryan. Lisa supporters are asking questions. Lisa ignoring them. Big C, you really think he spent 2,600 and all that fence? There's not more offense than Willis's than there was at Lynette's. I'm gonna poke her back. Hold on. Oh, so it did go back to this. I'm just wondering about this one post. It didn't. I gotta scroll all the way back up this way. Hold on. Yeah, that. They can show that on Facebook. They can show titties on Facebook. That's really sad. I'll probably get struck for it too. Aww. And that's one of the reasons why I never reapplied. I reapplied for food stamps, but then I changed my mind. I really changed my mind. It's not really that much money. It's not that much money. There you go. I bet that's gonna be funny too. Happy Gilmore too. I bet it's going to be just as funny as the original. Substituted service. Leaving documents on a gate would likely fall under substituted service if the person was evading service, and the documents were left in a place where they could be easily retrieve them, and their attention was called to it. Robbie, you're just a sorry individual. Stand up and take what you got coming to you. Time to stand accountable for what you're doing. Let's see, 2023, 2021, 2020, 2018, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2012, 2009. Get out of the way! Get out of our way! We have some feral cats to feed. Oh, that's cool. I remember, war just as you leap, these things have some of the greatest expressions. Aw, here we go. This will be the last one for today. It's interesting that YouTube does not either ban or deplatform in their current terms of service. This is what they do. This is what they do say about what happens to someone who has had a number of community strikes. Community guideline strikes. YouTube operates a system of strikes in respect of content that violates the YouTube community guidelines. Each strike comes with varying restrictions and may result in the permanent removal of your channel from YouTube. A full description how a strike affects your channel is available on the Community Guidelines Strikes Basic page. If you believe that a strike has been issued in error, you may appeal here. If your channel has been restricted due to a strike, you must not use another channel to circumvent these restrictions. Violation of this prohibition is a material breach of the agreement, and Google reserves the right to terminate your Google account or access to all or part of the service. Aww, couple cuties. Aww. Five ants rented an apartment with another five ants. Now they're 10 ants. That's funny. Five ants rented an apartment with with another 5 ants. Now they're 10 ants. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. So that's the show for today, everybody. I podcast every day at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Saturdays is trivia, which is at 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. I want to thank all the new subscribers to this channel. Thank you for your support. And as always, thank you for your support. If you're not a subscriber to this channel and you like the content that's in my live streams or my video content, please consider subscribing. When you subscribe, you're helping to grow this channel and you're helping this community grow. And you are also becoming a wonderful part of my family and my community. That's it for today. Ciao, ciao. Have a good evening, and I will see you again tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.
Breakdown, you're the one I call. From the mountains high, come down to it all. With your tools in hand, making magic flow. Every broken part, you help me grow. You fix it all, you fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's right. When I'm falling apart, you put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. From the wires tangled up to the broken dreams, you know how to mend all my scattered seams. With your steady hands, you refill my heart. Every piece that's lost gets a brand new start. You fix it all, you fix it all. Daniel, you make it right. Daniel, everything's bright. When I'm falling apart, you put me back together. Daniel, you make it better. Fix it, Daniel, make it right. When the world shuts down and I can't see clear, you're my solid ground, always drawing near. Never give up on this heart of mine. Put it back together every single time. Fix it all, fixing your album, standing tall to all you do. From the highest peak, I can see it through. With your care and touch, everything's